SOS. My name is Calvin. We're glad you're joining us this evening. We have a continuing conversation with Mr. Carell Augustus. Mr. Black Hollywood photographer and writer, has a new book out and is having an opening actually October 1st. So you guys, really got to look up online, and we're going to let him tell you where you can get tickets at and whatnot. So yeah, we got Mr. Black Hollywood himself, Mr. Carell Augustus. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Hey everybody out there listening, how are you?
Yeah. So I'm glad you're with us again this evening, because I wanted to get more into.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm very excited I'm always excited to open this conversation and keep it going and talk to the people.
It deserves to be talked about.
I just got comfortable with saying to people, it deserves attention and it deserves to be spoken about, and I'm not going to feel self-conscious or embarrassed or I'm not going to downplay it.
No, this is your time, man.
This is my time, and it may not happen again, so let's take the time and do what it do,
Yeah.
So,
you're spreading some knowledge, and the imagination is something else, man.
The imagination is something else.
You see, your imagination was working there,
Yeah.
When did you know you had something?
When did I know I had something? This all came to me the day that Michael Jackson died.
Oh, man, wow.
So
that was at June 25th,
2009, I believe. So what happened was Michael Jackson died. We all love him or hate him or whatever you believe about him.
Yeah, love him to death. Yeah.
We love Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson has been a part of my life since I was a kid.
Yeah, me too.
I stood in front of the TV and tried to do the dance moves and blah blah blah.
Inspired.
So when he died that day, his music was everywhere.
Right.
From the time when he was 5 singing to when he died, the music was everywhere. You couldn't escape it. You went into Target, you went into 7-Eleven, you walked past somebody's house.
Soundtrack of our lives.
You just heard Michael Jackson, and I was like, what a way to leave a legacy.
Yeah.
What a way to leave something so the world knows that I was an artist and I was here.
Again, imagination.
Despite how he left here, despite the things that happened when he was here, just what he did for entertainment and all that. So that day I was like, I have to do something. I have got to do something that will sort of let the world know that I was here.
Yeah.
And I want it to be thought-provoking. I don't want it to be fly-by-night. I want it to be interesting. I wanted to do all the things that they tell us that we should do to leave sort of a legacy.
Yeah.
So that's when my brain just started working. I'm like, what can I do? I'm like, I know I want to focus on black celebrities as a black photographer, and I know that but that's not enough. Like, I got to do something else. I got to do something that is going to make people want to be a part of it. Because I could have did this with people walking down the street.
Right.
It would have been easier.
Right.
It would have. I would have did it at a quarter of the time.
Wouldn't have been as good though.
Maybe and it wouldn't have been as interesting because people wouldn't have cared as much.
Right.
So I chose to go after celebrities and entertainers and all walks of life, and I dedicated myself to it no matter how long it's going to take, and I wanted it to be a passion project that I literally could give myself to.
Right.
And when I decided to do that, that's exactly, hold on, let me answer my phone. No, I'm kidding. When I decided to do that, I just gave myself to it.
Yeah.
And I was going to see it to the end, which is what I've done my entire life.
Right.
When I graduated high school, I'm like, I'm going to get a high school diploma. When I joined the Army, I said, I committed to this. I'm going to commit to this and do it. When I went into photography school, when I took my first loan, I said, well, apparently I'm going to have a degree because I'm going to see this to the end.
Yeah.
I walked the Camino in Spain for 1,000 miles. I'm like, I got to finish. I just don't do things.
Don't never give up.
And stop. Once I started, I know it's going to be finished. I don't know what's going to happen once it's finished, but I know that as far as me giving myself to it, I was going to see it all the way through. This was no different. And I'm just happy that I found a group of people that got behind it with me, because there was a lot of rejection. A lot of people closed the door in my face and made me feel like, you know, this wasn't anything, and I wasted my time. But that went in one ear and out the other, and sometimes it bummed me out.
Right.
But it never deterred me. I read an adage during the time I was doing this that said, if you quit, you're guaranteed to fail.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's a really good one, because none of these naysayers controlled my destiny.
Right.
And once they said no, I was like, say no to me now, not drag me along for a week and then say no next week. And then I what do I have to lose? Just say no so I can move on. And I started focusing on all the people that said yes.
Yeah.
And there was 5 people, and then there was 11 people, and then it was 17 people, then it was 27 people, then it was 37 people, then it was 41 people, and then it was 56 people, and then it was 63, and so on and so forth. So I was thinking, I must be doing something right.
Right.
I had the opportunity to speak with Oprah. I actually sent the photograph.
Oh, wow.
And she said to me, when you are ready, bring me the book. And I said, bet. So that was another thing. So I had all these affirmations.
Right.
Now, she didn't give me the bat code, and she didn't give me the light you shine in the air when you need Oprah.
Just a little time.
Yeah, she didn't do that, but she did say that, and that got me, going. And I knew it was going to be something. And so many people that follow this thing for so long would see me and be like, hey, what's going on with the book, or what's happening with the book? And I'm thinking, listen, I wake up every single day ready to get this book where it needs to be, every day. And nobody that I know of has been on all the sets more than me.
Yeah.
I want to see it in its intended form as well.
Right.
So go ahead and rest assured that I am doing everything that I can to make sure this book comes to fruition. And a lot of the celebrities that shot for it, are on movie sets in January, and then the movie's being edited in March, and they had a premiere in May.
Yeah, just was rolling right along.
So they just rolled right along. So they probably couldn't understand that this was going to take a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But like I said, the worst part was you were going to be in a book with all your contemporaries.
Yeah.
So that's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, you get a free photo shoot. So I just didn't understand some of the hesitation, but people get to be in control of their likeness.
Yeah.
And if you want to say no, say no. That's fine by me.
Right. Let's we want to Mr. Blackwell, we want to take a look at some of the people that were in your book. Interesting. So
we can talk about some of them.
Yeah. Denzel. I wanted to know what was what inspiring advice Denzel.
So Denzel, I have a picture with him with my wristband. He's not in my book. I have a picture with my wristband, and when I met him, it's sort of like God just sort of put these people in my path.
Yeah.
These are not people that you walk by, you come by every single day.
Oh, right.
So when a person like me, see Denzel Washington, and I'm in a position to speak to him, the only thing I want him to know about is my book. I know he's really big into black art.
Right.
He really is into black artist. So what I wanted to do was I just wanted to make him aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
That I didn't think for 2 seconds that I could get Denzel Washington in my book, because I've worked with him before. He's very stern. He's a no-nonsense kind of dude. So knowing that, I approached him saying, I want you to know about this.
Yeah.
It's just important for me at this stage for you to know about it.
Right.
And I gave him a wristband.
Yeah.
I said, you got to go home and Google it.
Yeah.
He goes, I will. I said, no, you got to Google. He goes, I will.
Yeah, man of his word. Yeah.
And I'm not sure if he did or not, but I did. I take it as far as I can take it.
Yeah.
And then I retreat.
Right.
Because the truth of the matter is, I didn't do this for one single person or for one single person's approval.
You did it for you.
I did it for me, and I did it to make sure that I did it. My grandmother this book is dedicated to my grandmother, who I watched work, and she was the oldest of 19 children.
Yeah.
And she raised 7 of her own, and then she raised 8, 9, 10 grandchildren, and then she got stuck with great grands,
something to my grandmother,
and she just didn't get to rest. And I would go back home to South Carolina
Yeah,
where she
Mama
was,
Rose, how you doing?
and I would go to her facility, and she would just be sleeping. And then my mom would be like, "Oh, wake her up." I'm like, "I absolutely would not wake her up.
Yeah.
I'll sit here, or I'll go grab food and come back." But I didn't watch her rest, so I could sit here until she gets up. And if she doesn't wake up tonight, I'll be back tomorrow.
Right.
But I'm not gonna wake her up. I saw her many a days where she was just sleeping, and I'm like, I want to let this woman sleep. She got up at 10:20 at night to go work in the hospital overnight.
Yeah.
She would get off at 6 o'clock in the morning, come get kids ready for school, then come back home, do laundry, wash clothes, and then she would be off to clean a white family's house.
Yeah, that's what my mom did.
From 9 o'clock until something to 3:30, and then my granddad would come home around 4. She would have dinner ready. She would fix the food. She would go to sleep around 6:30 and wake up 4 hours later. This woman didn't rest.
She was busy.
She was busy.
Yeah.
My whole life.
It's real busy.
So everybody that said no to me,
yeah,
they didn't know I had that kind of strength in me.
Right.
They didn't know what I saw.
Right.
That is the closest thing to a superhero.
Right.
I don't care about The
she
Rock.
was a superhero.
She was a superhero. I don't care about The Rock. I don't care about any of these people. That was the closest thing to a superhero that I experienced in my life.
Yeah.
And she wasn't a quitter.
Yeah. And you other people should be looking at your grandmothers and your dads and uncles as they're the superheroes.
They are superheroes
in your family,
you know, and they're unsung heroes that don't get
no
to
credit.
do what I watched her. No credit, and for her to do what I watched her do was just and mind-boggling to me. And it didn't really register until I was grown and gone out of the house, and then because you don't want to be a burden.
Right.
You want to sort of reduce the burden on these people that should have never had to deal with you as much as they had in the first place, and. I just felt that was my duty, was to give her something and to tell her and to show her and to constantly just provide accolades, because she had already given enough. Yeah. Now she needs to receive some stuff, and I took that and I was just happy with it. And she had a wristband, and a lot of cousins and aunts told me that, oh, she don't want to be without that wristband. If she don't have that wristband, she's like, where is it?
It was making like 50 cents an hour or something.
Yeah. So she didn't live to see the book completed, but she know that it did. Yeah. She knew me.
Yeah. So, right. Good. Great. Yeah. And so now, where you in Hollywood? Where tell us where you're going to be in Hollywood.
So the party is October 1st. At Coyote Studios in West Hollywood. The address is 1011 North Fuller Avenue, West Hollywood, California 90046. Now, tickets are $75.
Yeah.
But with the ticket, you get a book.
Okay. And
you get to come in and eat and drink and be entertained.
Yeah.
If you go out in West Hollywood, you're gonna spend that anyway.
Right.
And you can buy more books if you want for the retail price, which is $40, or a calendar if you want, which is I think $15.
Oh man, this is great.
So
I don't know if they can see it.
Yeah. So it's I think it's worth it, and for 10 years of work, $75 for a book, I think it's worth it. So come out, come say hi, come get it signed by me, and a lot of the people in the book are going to be there to sign the book as well. So we're very excited about that. I think we're trying to get Marla Gibbs to come out because she's in the book, and I just think that that's going to be, she's a legend in and of herself.
Yeah. Sounds great.
I just think it's going to be great. Personally.
Yeah. We should support one of our own here. We should help him as much as we can. So I really wish you guys would put it up online and come. He's gonna tell you.
So it's a red carpet. Come dressed to the nines.
Yeah.
No casual.
Sunday best.
This is coming in your Sunday best.
Yeah.
And just come enjoy yourself and enjoy the Hollywood premiere experience. We're trying to make it like a big premiere experience in Hollywood.
In a safe space.
Yeah, we have security. Yeah. It's going to be lovely.
Yeah, gonna be there. Yeah, I'm just sure it is. Can't wait to go.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. And so now, who's this on the cover of the calendar?
On the cover of the calendar is the lovely and the beautiful Rochelle Yates.
Uh-huh.
She's on the TV show SWAT right now.
Oh,
But
okay.
she's been in many things, and just one of the many people that possessed something about her demeanor and her look that said King Kong.
Yeah.
Jessica Lange, who I actually spoke with, who told me she wanted a copy of the picture, which I will figure out how to get to her.
Mm.
But just directing Rochelle in the shot and putting her in the hand. So looking at the picture, you essentially become King Kong because she's looking at you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's very interactive.
Yeah.
And
That's why I'm asking who's on the picture.
yeah. So there's some nuggets, there's some Easter eggs in the book. So she's just perfect for that shot as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So she's a great actress.
That's 2023 calendar.
That's a 2023. There's a 2024 coming out at some point next year, and it's 12 shots from the book, including Vanessa Williams, and let me see who else is in here.
Yeah.
We got Vanessa Williams in here. We got Neil Brown Jr. We got Karamo and Claudia Jordan, Kel Mitchell from Keenan and Kel, Michael J. White, and a few more. So Vanessa Williams is definitely worth checking out. And,
Yeah.
and
Give you a chance to go to Hollywood. Enjoy it.
Come to Hollywood. That's what that's another part, to make it accessible to people that normally may not get to walk a red carpet.
What I mean. Yeah.
And see other stars being photographed on the red carpet. And
Yeah.
I think it's an experience that will stay with you, and I think that it will motivate people to sort of be inspired.
Yes, and we're glad to have you doing that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. And so what, I don't know if you could put into words, but can you give us some kind of idea of how you feel at this point in the journey with things happening for you? It should be a beautiful feeling.
You know that old saying, be careful what you wish for because you might get it.
Yeah.
So this is how I feel. I feel like I had a dream, and in my dream, I got a publishing deal for my book, and in the publishing deal, it was a very supportive company that made sure that my whole entire vision was going to happen, and that's what's happening. And then you wake up and you're like, oh man, that was a dream. What if that happened in real life? What I recognize is that I am living what is generally manifested for somebody like me as a dream.
Yeah, you visualize.
So I'm grateful. I'm taking the time. I'm trying to be really conscientious of, excuse me, conscientious of just taking it in for the moment. This moment right here.
Right.
It's fleeting.
Right.
The moment I fly to meet some booksellers tomorrow night, by way of my production publishing house, to talk about the book and the calendar the same way I'm doing here. And people need to hear my enthusiasm and get excited about it and be willing to
As you
show
should be.
some excitement behind it. So I'm just taking it all in. I think sometimes what happens is so many decisions are based on me and people being involved with me and talking to me.
Yeah.
And so, like, my family wants to come out, and I'm assisting with Airbnbs because they don't know anything about Hollywood and California.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, I really don't have time for this.
You work.
Other things are happening, and people need my but I understand this is sort of the calm.
Yeah.
And it comes along with what you're attempting to do.
Right.
And I'm here for it.
Right.
I'll rest when I'm dead.
Right.
I worked too long for this to not
enjoy
give myself to it.
Yeah. Enjoy it. Yeah, man, that's great there. And so, who are some of the other people you have in the book?
So, in the book itself, not the calendar, I have...
Which one got the most response?
I think the book overall is getting the most response because that's just picture after picture after picture after picture. That book has.
That's why it's so interesting.
That's why it has Jay Ellis in it. It has the Hodge brothers,
right,
who are killing it in Hollywood. Aldous Hodge is about to be in Black Adam, that's coming out 20 days after my book.
Okay.
His brother is on a TV show that is premiering this fall, and we got Aisha Hines, who's incredible. She's on 911 right now. We have Kelly Stewart, actress, writer, director. We got Shamar Moore from SWAT.
Okay.
Lauren London.
You got all the big people.
Lauren London, Nipsey Hussle's not ex-wife, but widow.
Yeah, Nip.
She was married to Nip before he passed. Just a lot of people. Layla Hathaway, the dear, lovely, sweet, talented.
Yeah, Donnie's daughter.
Donnie Hathaway's daughter.
Yeah.
Which I'm very, very excited about. Vanessa Williams, the first Black Miss America, and also Vanessa Williams from New Jack City.
Okay.
They both are in it. There's 2 in Hollywood, and I got both in my book.
Great.
Karamo Brown, Claudia Jordan.
Man, you got everybody.
Vanessa Run's daughter, Vanessa Simmons.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, a couple reality stars, a couple singers, just so many people.
Okay, and okay. So, are you gonna be touring this area, or are you planning to?
No, the release party is basically the tour here. I'll come back after that and maybe throw a little something together for people that can't make it. A lot of people are going to be out of town, so I will come back and make something happen in LA to where the people that couldn't make it, we can all get together at a bowling alley or something like that. But there is a tour that's on my website. You can go to blackhollywoodproject.com
Okay.
or CarellAugustus.com and read about and see my tour schedule. And if you want to come out and bring some friends, bring some friends. I know we're going to New York and Chicago and Atlanta and Dallas.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun. I'm just taking it all in.
Yeah. Well, we hope you come back with us when you.
I will come back anytime you want.
Yeah, because we want you to get. We really want you to be the biggest success that you could be.
Oh man, I appreciate it.
You know, we're gonna send all our prayers with you.
I love prayers. I'll take them.
Yeah.
I take me some prayers now.
And we're here to give them. We're here to give them. You know, because God is behind everything. There's no coincidences.
That's right.
It's all by intelligent design.
That's right.
And you know, at the end of the day, we got to realize what's really going on, and we thank you for helping us get ourselves together.
I appreciate that.
That imagination. Michael Jackson sure was big imagination.
Big imagination, and his sister LaToya may come to the party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that I just found out that may happen. That would be very nice if it did.
And so, well, I'm sure you haven't got past this book yet, but what you have in mind for your next?
Yeah, definitely. I am definitely doing a volume 2.
Yeah. Okay.
And we're gonna go in a little bit of a different direction. It's going to be Black Hollywood Book Project, which is the working title.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not the final name, but it already has a following. So we're going to. I'll do some entertainment stuff like I did in this, but that one's going to mainly be sort of recreating ads from the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s with Black celebrities and entertainers.
Oh, wow.
I've already gotten 10 people already.
Yeah.
Ready to go. Hopefully it won't take 12 years.
Yeah. No.
It won't take 12 years.
Is that how much time you had? Is that what?
Yeah, I started this one in 2010.
Yeah.
And then you take a year off from COVID.
Yeah.
And then I didn't shoot for a year.
Yeah.
You know, because you sort of exhaust yourself. You got to take breaks, and you get know enough, and it gets discouraging. You got to pick yourself up and swerve around the obstacles and just make it happen.
Oh, you're going to be bigger than Andy Warhol.
Your mouth to God's ear.
Yeah, Coke cans and
Coke can, yeah. Just get a tomato can and make it some black beans or something.
You know
like
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, put a black face on it.
Come out on October 1st. Let's paint that white Hollywood sign black.
You know what I mean?
Let's
yeah,
do it.
that's a nice thought there. Yeah. And so, we're going to tell us again where you're.
Yeah, so the release party is October 1st, and it's going to be in West Hollywood, California, at Quixote Studios, 1011 North Fuller, 90046. $75 a ticket, but you get a book and you get to eat, you get to drink, and it's going to be a lot of entertainment. So we're very excited about it.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to Hollywood. Let us people go to Hollywood.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go have some party there. Time is passing so fast. We're sitting here and enjoying ourselves with Mr. Augustus, listening to how he put his book together. And I'm sorry to tell you we got to go, but you know, we're going to have some more special shows for you, and we're going to have some special people, such as Mr. Carell, Augustus, Mr. Black,
sir.
Hollywood himself.
Thank
we
you,
really
sir.
appreciate you coming.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very, very
I
much.
appreciate your time, and thank you guys so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us, and we appreciate it if you catch us the next time. Thank you. Have a good evening. God bless.